What's up, guys? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, please smash that like button on the video and enjoy the show.
It's illegal for you to put a military weapon in a privately owned vehicle. And so I had a new private. We had to draw weapons. We were going to do a parachute jump, so we had to go around the headquarters building and get him. He gets his weapon. I didn't know he did this. He took his gun and got into his truck and drove his truck around to the company area. By the time he showed up, I already got the phone calls. You know, hey, Private so-and-so got a weapon in a vehicle. And crap, that's a big deal. He's a new guy. Should have known better. You make him do a bunch of push-ups until you get tired, right? And so I got him doing push-ups, and I had this girl there. She's an E5, and she gets mad because I make him do push-ups. And she's like,
you know, we're living in this world where it seems like everybody just doesn't want to make everyone else feel bad. And I'm with you. I don't like making people feel bad. I don't like being a dick to people or anything. But we're so afraid of hurting people's feelings that we're not. It feels like we're eliminating standards on stuff.
yeah,
That's a problem.
yeah.
That's a big problem.
Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody
Right.
feels good. You know,
Right.
you know what? This is not something new either. This actually was one of the reasons I retired out of the Army in 2001.
Guys, if you're not following me over on Instagram, my personal page is at Julian D. Dorey, and the podcast page is at Julian Dorey Podcast. Both links are in the description below. I'm trying to build that out. I've never focused on it before, but it's important that obviously I get the fans over there because we announce a lot of things pertaining to the show. So I hope to see you follow me there. Check the links in the description.
I remember I was working at the 3rd Special Forces Group headquarters. I was a group assistant ops NCO. So I had a little bit of admin time, and I was getting ready for retirement. And I remember at the time it was General Shinseki. He was Secretary of Defense. He came down to Fort Bragg. He went to a ceremony, You Suck ceremony. He had all the Green Berets there. It was their event. They're all wearing Green Berets. And he was like, wow, look at all the Green Berets, you know. And right there he made the command decision that everybody in the Army will now wear black berets because it looks so cool. And then they were like, sir, the Rangers wear black berets. I don't care. Everybody gets black berets. Like, wow, the black beret is something you earn. The Green Beret is something you earn. Actually, the Green Beret is was awarded to Special Forces by John F. Kennedy, right? So it's a presidential citation award. So you can't just take that away from SF. And so now all of a sudden everybody gets to wear a black beret because he thought, well, it will raise their self-esteem. I go, what a bunch of bullshit. You know, and they wore them like pizza hats. They didn't know how to wear black. And then now the Rangers were slighted. Now they got to go to a brown beret, you know, and then things like that just started setting in, right? Then they lowered all the standards. If you graduate, you didn't have to pass a physical fitness test to get out of basic training, and you could just show up, and it would be your squad leader, team sergeant, or platoon sergeant's job to get you in shape. Like, wow. And then it went a step further. I had a water team in Special Forces, right? We did water infiltration. And so if you're going to be on a water team, you probably should know how to swim, right? And so, they're not, the rule came down, oh, guys don't need to know how to swim anymore to get into Special Forces. Like, why was that, and who are we catering to, you know? So you're telling me a guy can show up on my team today, and tomorrow my team's got to do a real world water mission, but you know, this guy can't swim. What am I supposed to do with this guy? Yeah. You know? He's not combat ready. He's not mission ready. He's supposed to come to me ready to go. So all these things started happening even back then. Even with so far as I remember one time. So it's illegal for you to put a military weapon in a privately owned vehicle, right? And so I had a new private. We had to draw weapons. We were going to do a parachute jump, so we had to go around the headquarters building and get him. He gets his weapon. I didn't know he did this. He took his gun and got into his truck and drove his truck around to the company area. By the time he showed up, I already got the phone calls. You know, hey, Private so-and-so got a weapon in a vehicle. And crap, that's a big deal in the military, by the way. So, crap, you know, he's a new guy. He should have known better. Okay, whatever. So he shows up, and normally what you do is like, you know, look, he's a new guy. He didn't know. You know,
chew him out.
Yeah, you chew his ass. You make him do a bunch of push-ups until you get tired, right? You know, and so you're going to be dumb. I'll make you strong, you know, start pushing your way to China, get going, drop down there to soldier, right? And so, you know, and I remember I did that because I could have been worse. I could have given him an Article 15. It really messed him up. And so I got him doing push-ups, and I had this girl there. She's an E5. She's she's an illustrator for us, right? She makes all the PowerPoint presentations. And And so, yeah, that was her specialty, right? It's like, wow, PowerPoint specialist, right? But anyway, I'm her boss. I got to put up with it, right? So whatever. I guess we all got a job. And she gets mad because I make them do push-ups. And I outrank her by quite a bit. She's an E5, I'm an E8. And she's like getting on my ass about that's wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what army did you come from? Because this is what we do, especially in infantry. It's better to make a guy do push-ups than, do something really stupid to the guy. I mean, he's learning. And, well, anyways, that went sideways. And next thing you know, everybody's scared, at the chain of command, like, hey, Comstock, do something else. And I'm like, what? What am I supposed to do, And so I ended up, what I had to do? I made him go home for the weekend and write an essay on accountability and responsibility, right? Can you believe that? And he had to give it to me on Monday, And he couldn't even write, Poor guy. He wasn't too smart, I just realized, man, the Army is just starting to fall apart, And that's when I made the decision. I got to get out and do something else. It's not trending.
That's a long time ago, though, too.
Yeah.
It's not recently.
No, that's right. And I saw it. a long time ago. I saw the trending, and so I made the decision, let me move out. And this is not the Army I grew up in. This is not the Army I joined up to be a part of. And I can see how it's affecting everything from combat readiness to morale. It's not about war fighting anymore. It's about, political correctness and all this other crap that has nothing to do with it, going out and fighting, fixing it, and finishing the enemy,
Right. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.